Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. In the last episode, we wrapped up our business in Doma, and then headed off to Alamigo to report to Lise to let her know about Xenos, and then from there, we went to investigate Xenos' coffin, where his body was interred, to see if it's still there or not, and it wasn't, which lends credence to the Echo vision that we had, showing him alive and well, though the current theory is that an Ascian is inhabiting the body and doing who knows what at the moment. So, we are now back here at the Rising Stones, gave the rest of the Scions a briefing, and at the moment we are just pretty much waiting for a report from Alphinaud when he arrives in Garlemald's capital, so not much to do at the moment. So I guess we're just going to sit around and shoot the breeze, it would seem. So, that's kind of where we're at the moment. Do you have anything to say? I'll take care of the tea, you claim us a table. Alright. It's pronounced Tsukuyomi, correct? A figure from Far Eastern mythology, no doubt. Yeah, apparently. Alright, let's head and sit down. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. As I mentioned, that we're going to head into a bit of a long sequence here. So, good to go ahead and kind of get us started at the start of the recording. Alright, I recommend you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Hopefully I have. Alright, interesting. So this Tsukuyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susanoo, via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right, they believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalog of such relics, but if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. A fine idea. I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help prevent further summoning in the region. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Hien will wish to welcome our resident expert on aetherology. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? It certainly looks that way. Come on, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. Alright, after you left, I went about questioning Bloodhound's gravekeepers. They all told much the same story. Once Lise and her officers had confirmed Xenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems little reason to doubt their testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Xenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act had been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamigan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scrawl was removed, as per Lisa's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis likely the corpse was already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Ascian has taken up residence within it. If Asahi was as fervent a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Ascian and proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphinaud and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Meanwhile, on the Imperial hypersonic assault craft, something or another. Master Alphino, we are making good speed towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, 'tis just I can see naught from my cabin, and was curious to know the land over which we flew. I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Authard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but malms upon malms of lifeless earth. I have read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland bled dry of every last drop of ether. Aye, it is believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. When Emperor Solus first came to Authard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled to the scale of the devastation. He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. A report. We're under attack, sir. Magitech armor, no visible designation. Magitech? But who? All cannons, return fire. Damage report. The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Damn it, they knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact. It appears that things have gone sideways. Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We have landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye, aye. Alright, duty calls. Level sync. Okay, so we are in a solo instance. And in control of Alphino. Alright. So Alphino might ask you to search for survivors. I will see to our injured helmsman. Alright, so let's quick take stock of what we have here. We have Ruin 3. Deals unexpected damage with a potency of 200. Okay, Physic. Heals. Tri-Shackle deals unexpected damage with a potency of 30 to target and all enemies nearby it, so it's an AoE. And Star Storm, which is a limit break. Unaspected damage with a potency of 3600 to all enemies near the point of impact. That's a lot of damage. Alright. We need to search for survivors. Destroy the airship wreckage. Okay. Physic to heal the wounded soldier. Alright, my thanks. I don't think I would have made it. Yes, you very likely saved his life. The question of who would try to take it remains, however. The prince which is done alive, okay? Did not come to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons. I'll AoE these guys. I'll keep a look on our health. Heal up. MP is becoming a slight issue. But we've got him. Confound it. Not here. Not like this. What? Who in the Emperor's name? Enemies of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alphino. Let us finish this then. Alright, let's use the AoE to get rid of them. Oh, those are friendly. Okay. Alright, so we've got one of their 10. Well, or not. Yeah. Alright, one of them is down. Next. Alright, more of them. Alright, they've got that guy chained, so I'm going to go ahead and try and break the chains. Hopefully we only need to break one of them. There we go. That bind doesn't really last long, does it? down. Oh, I had the limit break ready. Duty complete. Okay. My thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. Well, well. I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a Scion. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. But I would speak of the present. Know you your assailants and the severity of your predicament? The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard, and I could venture a guess as their motive. But you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking, and as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Ascian mask. The face of our prey. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed, we accept your gracious offer, Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. Come. This is intolerable, but much as I wish it were otherwise, there's nothing we can do for Alphino now but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. Then I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory, and stealth is all important. It is safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. We should leave this to Thancred. I'm not that great at sneaking either. I'm good at smashing things with a giant axe. Not you too. I understand your frustration, Alice, but Ayame has the right of it. We must defer to Thancred's expertise in this matter. Fine, just promise you'll be careful. Alright, so Thancred's going to be off to infiltrate the Empire from the west, and Alphino is now lost in the burn somewhere, with who knows who that guy is. Alright, Alice? It seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all, but I will stay behind as I have been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happened to evolve a silver tongue and soft souls. I promise to send word the moment I learn aught of consequence. See that you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldnard vessel to bear me thither, but I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area, Ayame. With any luck, I'll have I'll have a painfully detailed report from Alphino to share. Alright, so we get that Ponder emote. I learned the emote Ponder. Okay. So, next up, Alice is impatiently fussing with her Link Pearl. Alright. Oh, Yame, if you come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. I think that may have been a patch jump, and there would have been actual time in between the end of the last quest and the start of this one. Everything is exactly as it was. Y'shtola is still investigating primals in the Far East. Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces. And Alphino is still out there somewhere. There's been no word since his first scheduled report. Nor does he respond to calls. And all the while, I'm just meant to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Ascian interference, and they humbly request the presence of Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamegan resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspect Ascian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your orders, Council, would be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us, by which I mean I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Of course I will. There you have it. Accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo. By your leave. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred? What's going on, man? Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear right, Riol? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Garlean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in, so he said he'd head back as quick as he could and to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamegan quarter. Understood? Yame and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. Yeah, it is convenient. Alright, so we're heading off to the Alamigan Quarter. Alright, let's go find out where Thancred is. There he is. You two are a sight for sore eyes. All I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Traipsing through Imperial territory is thirsty work.
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well. The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamigan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding him there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one, And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there. There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
Alright, so now we know that Alphino is in the burn. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Alice and see what the plan's gonna be. Right, loath though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphino's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Hien a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan, and Y'shtola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. Well, you see, to all that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the Council to me. Alright, thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola. Alright, so we are back to Doma. But I think that we are at the end of the episode here. So we will go ahead and meet up with Y'shtola, discuss the situation, and see what we're going to need to do to enter the burn when we come back next episode. Alright, so for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.